So today I offer you the words that Jesus offered his disciples in Mark chapter 4, verse 35, when he told them, "Let us cross over to the other side." You know, the idea of a journey sometimes scares me, and in other times it soothes me. Sometimes it scares me because in truth it's the uncertainty of it all. You not knowing what is to come or what lies ahead, and you're trying to do your best to navigate with what you have. But the truth is, there are going to be seasons and times and moments in your life when you don't know the storms that are headed your way. In their case, they didn't know that in as the night would progress, that they would be met with a storm that scholars say have the property of a hurricane. Kind of winds and waves that caused waters to beat even into the ship. While Jesus is asleep on the stern, the disciples are wandering and wondering and afraid and frantic. It happens along the journey. Losses happen along the journey. Triumphs happen along the journey. Successes happen along the journey. But if we're honest with ourselves, it's also along the journey that we find some of life's most treacherous and troublesome moments. And yet I am equally as moved because the Bible declares in chapter 5, verse 1, that they did arrive safely at land. You know, God promises us safe starts, fresh starts, and God promises us safe landings. God doesn't always promise what that journey is going to be like in between. We have to walk with God to figure that out. We have to stay in the fight to discover that. We don't know from the beginning what will happen between our leaving and our landing. But I do know this. I know, number one, that there is no storm that emerges in the sea of your life that takes Jesus or removes Jesus from your boat. Whatever storms you have to sail through in the boat called life, I'm telling you that there is no storm that removes the presence of Jesus. And secondly, I would tell you this week that no matter how great the problems are that you face along the way, your problems are not great enough to stop your progress. And you go back and read the story in Mark chapter 4, 35 through 41. But I'll tell you how it ends. I'll tell you that ultimately, though the storm raged and Jesus had to speak peace to the storm, they did arrive, which means that despite all that was taking place around them, the boat kept moving. And I want to tell you today, and for the rest of this week, keep it moving. I don't care how hard it gets, and I don't care how rough it seems, and I don't care how bad the climate may feel. Keep it moving. There is enough in you that if you keep moving toward the place God wants you to be, sooner or later, you will arrive safely. This is your momentum. What are you going to do with it?